Mr. DC is back again after a long weekend. I hope you guys enjoy your Labor Day. Let's get busy, all right? You have a long weekend now. School is back. Let's get busy. Back again, all right? Let's assume that we have 3 points that lines on the line. You can see that one is between the other two. So 3 points that lie on the line, you can see that one is between the other two. So we have 3 points on that line or that segment. This is 1 point, this is the other point, and the other one is somewhere between. All right, let's say this is L, M, and N. We can take Lm plus Mn, let it equal to Ln. That will be your equation, my friend. All right. Same thing here. If we have this segment, all right, we have AB, BC. We can take AB plus BC is equal to AC. It doesn't matter what letter are you using. All right. In this case, we have point L, and we have point M, and we have point N. So Lm plus Mn is equal to Ln. Segment addition postulate. So we already have the equation right for us. Lm plus Mn is equal to Ln. So we're going to substitute those expression. Lm said to be 3x plus 8 plus Mn, which is 2x minus 8, is equal to Ln, which is 143. Your equation is created. Now you have to solve your equation. We combine like term. 3x plus 2x is 5x plus 8 minus 5 is plus 3 is equal to 143. Our goal is to solve for x. You subtract 3 on each side. You will end up with 5x is equal to 140. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. I will have x. You ask yourself how many times this 5 goes to 14. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 take away 14 is 4. Bring down 0. Divide by 5. How many times this 5 goes to 40? 8 times. In this case, x is 28. X is 28. So we can find Lm now. You'll have Lm equal 3x plus 8. Substitute. Lm is 3 times 28 plus 8. Lm is 3 times 8 is 24, carry 2. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 8. Lm is 92. All right, Lm is 92. Mn is 2x minus 5. Mn is 2 times 28 minus 5. 2 times 8 is 6, carry 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, minus 5. Mn is 51. All right. Now you take 92 plus 51. That's 3, 14. As you can see, when you add Lm plus Mn is 43, 143. That's what we start with. So you justify your work. So remember that. Let's go for the next question. All right. The only thing that changed is the expression. The concept remains the same. The equation remains the same. All right. Mn is 3y plus 4. 3y plus 4. Lm is 7y plus 9. 7y plus 9. And Ln is 143 again. All right. Only thing that changed are the expressions. So you'll have 7y plus 9 plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 143. Okay? This will end up with 10y plus 13 is equal 143 minus 13 minus 13. You'll have 10y is equal to 130 divided by 10. In this case, y is 13. So we can come here. Lm is 7 times 13 plus 9. 7 times 3 is 21. Carry 2. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 9. Lm is 100. Right? Mn is 3 times 10 plus 4. Mn is 3 times 10 is 30 plus 4. Mn is 34. I mean, there's a mistake, that's 13. 39 plus 3 is 43. My mistake. Now if you take 100 plus 43 is 143. Last problem, that concept, if you can do 1, you can do 2, you will be able to do 3. The concept does not change. Remember the concept, and as long as you know how to solve Mn is 3x plus 8, 2x minus 5, and 23. Alright? That will be Lm, which is 3x plus 8 plus Mn 2x minus 5 is equal to 23 now. Like 10, that will give you 5x plus 3 is equal to 23 minus 3 minus 3. 5x is equal to 20 divided by 5. In this case, x is 4. Lm is 3 times 4 plus 8. Lm is 12 plus 8 is 20. Lm is 20. Mn is 2 times 4 minus 5. mn is 2 times 4 is 8, minus 5 is 3, mn is 3. When you take 20 plus 3 is 23. That check out. All right. Concept, segment, addition, postulate. All right. Angle addition postulate. Angle addition postulate is when you have an angle and you have a ray that passes through it. Then it break the angle into two parts. So what you can do, same way you can add a segment, in the same manner you can add angle, two angles. You take the two pieces of the angle, you add them up and make it the bigger angle. In this case, the bigger angle is RST. So I can take this angle, which is RSE plus PST, and we let it equal to angle RST, which is a big angle. So in this case, they give me what RSP is. I can take angle RSP, which is 2x minus 3 plus PST, which is 3x plus 8, and I let it equal to the entire angle, which is RST. In this case, RST is 10x minus 60. All right. In this case, you will end up with 5x plus 5 is equal 10x minus 60. Now we have to solve for x. So since we have x on both sides, we subtract the lesser variable 5x on each side. You will end up with 5 equal 5x minus 60. Our objective is to have x on one side, so we will have to move this 60 by making it positive 60 on each side. So you will end up with 5x equal to 65. Divide both sides by 5, then we will know what x is. Then 5 goes to 6, 1. 1 times 5 is 5. 5 take away 6 is 1. Bring down the 5, divide by 5. 5 goes to 15 3 times. In this case, x is 13 degrees. This only tell you how much x is. So we can find the angle measurement. So I can come here, since x is 13, I'll say 2 times 13 minus 3. 2 times 13 is 26. 26 minus 3, this angle is 23 degrees. Same thing, I can come here, take 3 times 13 plus 8. 3 times 13 is 39. 39 plus 8 is 47. Right? So when I add those two angles, this tells me what angle RST is. 47 plus 23. 47 plus 23, which is 10. 5 is 70 degrees. If you don't believe, you can come here. That's what it was. Right? 13 times 10 times 13 minus 60. 10 times 13 is 130. 130 minus 60 is 70 degrees. So either way it check out. So that's how you find the image of the angle when the expression is given to you. So the concept is segment addition. You use the same manner, use segment addition postulate to solve for the variable, and you can use the same technique to use angle addition postulate to find the missing parts. So the drawing is the same. The only thing you do is just erase and plug in the expression for the next problem. The next problem, they're telling you angle RSP is 5x plus 18. This is 5x plus 18. And PSC is x plus 14. And they tell you this RSP is 11x plus 2. So this entire angle is 11x plus 2. So we know is RSP, which is 5x plus 18 plus PSC, which is x plus 14, is equal to RSC, which is 11x plus 2. That's our equation. You combine the two angles, you sum up the two angles, and you let it equal to the entire angle. That's segment addition postulate. In this case, some of you will prefer to put a 1 in front of that. And you will have 1x plus 5x is 6x. 18 plus 14 is 32, is equal to 11x plus 2. Now we have variable on both sides. We subtract the lesser variable, set both of them are positive. You will end up with 32 equal 5x plus 2. You want x to be by itself, you subtract 2 on each side. Then you will end up with 30 equal 5x. Divide both sides by 5. You will end up with x is equal to 6 degrees. Now since I know x, then I will do 5 times 6 plus 18. 5 times 6 is 30 plus 18. This angle will be 48 degrees. Right? And this will be 6 plus 14, which is 20. So in this case, you will see that it's not drawn to scale. So 48 plus 20, the entire angle will be 68, which is RST. So if you don't believe, you can come here. This is RST, right? 11 times 6 plus 2, 11 times 6 is 66. 66 plus 2 is 68. Either we check it out, right? That's angle addition postulate, guys. So if I can do it, you can do it. Just put your head above your shoulder, keep your head above your shoulder. Do practice. The more you practice, the better you're gonna become at it. I'm here to guide you, to model the example for you. At the end of the day, you have to do it. So when I'm giving you your quiz or test, and you will be able to make the grade. So let's keep practice. The more you practice, the better you're gonna become at it. All right, Mr. This is back again on angle bisector. All right, let's look what is an angle bisector. An angle bisector is a way that divides an angle into two adjacent angles that are congruent. Once again, an angle bisector is a way that divides an angle into two adjacent angles that are congruent. In other words, you have a big angle and you have a ray that pass to that point to the vertex that divide that angle into two equal parts. So you have a large angle and you have a ray that divide that angle into two angles. Each part of the angle, they are equal to each other. Simple is that. In this example, right, you have angle ACB, right, the large angle, and you have the ray CB that divide that into two angles, right? Those two angles are congruent, meaning that ACD is congruent to BCD. So in order to solve for x, so whatever expression we have here, which is 15x plus 18, since they are congruent, you have to let them equal to each other, to 23x minus 14. You have to let those two expressions equal to each other. That's what a bisector does. When you bisect an angle, you split the angle into two congruent angles. So this angle here is congruent to that angle. Now the only thing we have to do is to solve. We subtract 15x from each side. Then you will end up with x in equal 8x minus 14. Then we add 14 to each side. Then you will have 32 equal 8x. So in order to find x, we'll have to divide both sides by 8. In this case, x will be 4 degrees. So since we know x, we can find a lot of information. So we can come here, we take 15 times x, which is 4, plus 18. 15 times 4 is 60. If we take 60 plus 18, this angle will be 78 degrees. Alright. Since this angle are supposed to be congruent to that, we are assuming this is going to be 78 degrees also. So let's check it out. You will take 4. Alright. We take 4, you multiply it by 23. 23 times 4 minus 14. So it's 23 times 4 minus 14. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry 1. 3 times 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 1 is 92. Take away 14. So we have 12 is 8. 2 from 7 is 70. This, as we know, this is also 78. Now to find the entire angle, we take 78 plus 78. That will be 156. So the entire angle, right, which is ACB, will be 156. ACB is 156 degrees. However, each individual angle is 78, or 78 times 2. So we have another example. Since this is a bisector, those two angles have to be congruent. We have to let those two expressions equal to each other. 10x minus 51 is equal to 6x minus 11. Now you subtract 6x on this side. You will have 4x minus 51 is equal to negative 11. Add 51 to each side. You will have 4x is equal to 40 divided by 4. In this case, x is 10 degrees. Now I can come here for 10 times 10 minus 51. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 minus 51 is 49 degrees. This angle is 49 degrees. So we expect this to be 49 also. So we'll have 6 times 10 minus 11. We'll have 60 minus 11 is 49. So the entire angle will be 49 plus 49. This angle will be 98. The entire angle will be 98 degrees. So this is the concept of bisector. Alright, let's continue with angle bisector. Remember, an angle bisector is when you have a ray that bisects an angle and it's split the angle into two congruent pieces, two equal angles. For example, in this case, we'll have angle ABD is congruent to angle CBD. So your expression, that expression, x plus 15, will be equal to that expression, which is 4x minus 45. In this case, we subtract x on each side. You will end up with 15 equal 3x minus 45, and you add 45 on each side. Then you will have 60 is equal to 3x. Divide both sides by 3. In this case, x is 20 degrees. Now, once you have x, you can find the missing information. So I can come and replace x, which is 20 plus 15. 20 plus 15, this angle will be 35 degrees. Since those two angles should be the same, I should not be surprised that you will have 4 times 20 minus 45. And you will have 80 minus 45 is 35. So this angle is 35, this angle is 35. The entire angle of ABC will be 2 times 35. So measure of angle ABC will be 70 degrees. Right? Same concept, nothing changed, only the variable change. So once your goal is to understand the concept, since BD is the bisector, it's going to split that angle into two congruent parts. Therefore, that expression is the same thing as that expression. So we have to set them equal to each other. You will have 2x plus 7 is equal 4x minus 9. That's our equation. Is the bisector split it into two congruent parts, two congruent angles. You subtract 2x, you subtract 2x, you will have 7 equal 2x minus 9, add 9 on each side, you will have 16 is equal to 2x, divide both sides by 2, in this case x will be 8 degrees, x is 8. So I can come here, do 2 times 8 is 16, 16 plus 17, 16 plus 7 is 23, 2 times 8 plus 7, 16 plus 7, this angle is 23 degrees. So if this is 23, this has to be 23. So you'll have 4 times 8 minus 9, that will be 32, minus 9 is 23 degrees. So the entire measure of angle ABC will be 2 times 23. So measure of angle ABC will be 46 degrees. So that is your lesson on angle bisector. Let's recap. So when you have an angle bisector, is when you have a ray that passes through the angle and split it into two congruent parts. So that's what a bisector is. So do not confuse angle bisector and angle addition postulate. So angle addition postulate is when you add the two angles, you let it equal to the entire angle. But a bisector split the two angles into two equal parts. That does not happen in angle addition postulate. They're not supposed to be equal. All right? If it's equal, it's a bisector. A bisector split it into two congruent parts. So they split the big angle into two pieces of angle that are equivalent, that are the same. So whenever you hear the word bisector, the two angles that are being split has to be equal to each other. That's the main concept in bisector. An angle bisector split the main angle into two congruent angles. You have to be equal to each other. All right, so that was your lesson. Remember, go on the YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and you're gonna make the grade. All right, stop blaming Mr. Disease. The more practice you do, the better you're gonna become at it. All right.